Hi, I'm Jessica Davis, and this is my audience.
Hi, I'm Tori.
I am playing.
Hi, I'm Jen.
No. Alright, go with Tori.
Right down. Come on, we gotta go sit down. Listen to Mommy's speech.
Okay, so my story is Snuggle, Piggy, and the Magic Blanket, and it's by Michelle Steptoe. It's my son's favorite book. So, once there was a little piggy named Snuggle Piggy, and he lived with his Aunt Daisy in a bright blue cottage next to a quiet stream. When Snuggle Piggy was a baby, practically brand new, Aunt Daisy made him a blanket of odds and ends. On this blanket, it had all the creatures in the universe. Snuggle Piggy went to bed with his blanket every single night. And once a week, Aunt Daisy would take his blanket and take it down to the quiet stream and rub it and scrub it fresh and clean, and then she would hang it out to dry. The blanket had all the creatures in the universe on it. It also had an ocean with a big boat, and then it had a man with a bristly beard and a woman with red shoes and silver earrings. What Aunt Daisy didn't know about the blanket was that it was a magic blanket. Every night when Aunt Daisy would tuck Snuggle Piggy in bed, all the creatures on the blanket would come out, and they all had their own special song and their own special dance. And every night they would dance and dance until they all fell asleep. They also taught Snuggle Piggy his own special dance and his own special song. Well, one washing day, Aunt Daisy took the blanket down to the quiet stream, and she rubbed it and scrubbed it fresh and clean and hung it out to dry. And then it started raining. It rained and it rained and it didn't stop raining. And that night, Snuggle Piggy had to go to sleep without his magic blanket. Snuggle Piggy was very upset, and Aunt Daisy, when she tucked him in bed, she told him, "Don't worry, Snuggle Piggy, it'll be okay." And then she turned out the lights. When she turned the lights out, Snuggle Piggy laid in bed in the dark, and it rained harder and harder, and the wind started lashing around crazy and angrily. Snuggle Piggy thought that he could hear all of his friends screaming for help for him. So after a while, he tiptoed down to the front door and opened it up, and he heard his friends screaming, "Help, Snuggle Piggy!" So Snuggle Piggy dashed down to the quiet stream where it was hanging up on the tree to dry. And the wind lashed angrily around his head, and the thunder and lightning went crack, crackle. Snuggle Piggy dashed down there, and he grabbed his magic blanket and ran all the way back into the house. When he got into the house, he went into the front room where the fire was going, and he hung it up to dry next to the fire. All the creatures were still there. None of them were missing, and they all came out and started shaking their tails and scales and feathers and fur and drying out next to the warm glow of the fire. The little man with the long bristly beard dried his beard in the warm glow of the fire, and the lady with the red shoes took off her shoes, wiggled her toes, and dried them too. After a while, they all dried off, and all the creatures from the blanket fell asleep. Snuggle Piggy said, "Good night, everyone," and he went to bed. Snuggle Piggy slept for hours and hours, and when he finally woke up, his Aunt Daisy said, "Good morning, Snuggle Piggy. You're such a sleepyhead." Anyways, Aunt Daisy had folded the blanket on the foot of his bed inside out, and Snuggle Piggy went and checked inside of it. And he saw all of his friends still in the blanket, all of them in place. And all of them were singing and dancing and smiling in the sunshine with a beautiful rainbow. The end.